What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about Faded Hearts. So to start off, Faded Hearts aired on iQIYI at the beginning of October, 38 episodes total. So we have a couple of the main leads are Lee Qian and Chin Ji-yun. Some supporting actors are Xia Min, Chin Hee-yi, So Yi, and Chen Tian-yu. And the reason why I mentioned these actors is because I want to talk about some of the acting in the drama. But first, let's discuss the cinematography. Why we want to watch this drama. So all in all, this drama was a pretty good drama in total. The line dialogue was delivered great to an extent. I think the storyline was a pretty good storyline to follow. It flowed easily. There was a really good action scenes. I feel like Chun Ju-yun, he did a really good job in his acting scenes. Even Lee Lee Chin, she did a really good job in her acting scenes. I really like both of those lead actors because a lot of their dramas, I've watched them, most of them, and I think they're really good. Chin, he's developing, he's growing, he's coming up. I can see the growth in his acting. He does really good costume dramas. He does idol dramas. So it's okay. It's really good. They're okay to me for now, but his costume dramas, top notch. He does a really good job delivering action scenes. His facial expressions, he needs to work on a little bit. I'm not sure if there's a disconnect or whatever, but it's all in all decent. And then the supporting actors did a really good job in carrying their portions of the movie as well, and their storylines and their flow of the movie, because a lot of the times we watch dramas and we kind of get lost. We lose the second drama story, the second story in the drama, a lot of the times when we watch them. And I think that this one was captured pretty well. I want to say that Chin Tian Yu, he did an amazing job when portraying his part. He was a person that you love to hate. In this drama, he did a really good job of making us hate this character. And then by the time it was over, we loved him. Well, I did. I don't know about you guys. I really don't know about you guys. I think he did an astonishing job developing this character, portraying this character to us, giving him to us flat out. I don't think that he should be, I don't know. I just don't think that he should be left out of the conversation because he did such a good job at giving us this character, like full emotion, everything. I didn't, the voice was a little bit much for me. I don't know if it was his voice or if it was a voiceover, but it was a little bit much for me. But all in all, I think he did a really good job. Xia Min, she did a good job as well. I can say from the other dramas that she's been in, this character evolved a little bit, but I think it was just okay. It was enough for the drama to carry on. Chin Hee, he is up and coming. He's pretty new. He's fairly new. I think he was an idol before. I have to do my research, but I'm not 100% sure. But he did a really good job. He lacks emotion as well. Just a simple tad. He's been in a couple of dramas recently and been in supporting roles in a couple of dramas. He's done a really good job, but I think that he conveyed this character enough for us to say, all right, this is a well-rounded character to give us the story, to make the story move forward. So let's talk about Li Tian and Chin Ji-yun. Their relationship started out as they were opposing families, and she was an assassin, a top-notch archery, and she was supposed to kill him. But what happened was, in the process of her trying to kill him, she was also trying to find out some other person that she was supposed to be after as well. And one of the characters ended up shooting an arrow at her. She fell off a cliff, got hurt. She in the process, she had shot him previously with an arrow. He also got hurt. They ended up at the same kind of like healing cave, and they were, that's how they encountered the first encounter, because he was after her because he knew who was the one who shot him with the arrow and tried to, assassinate him. And then they kind of like grew from there. Their relationship grew from there. But then the storyline kind of like starts off with him, his family dynamic, what's going on. There's always a power struggle. There's always a power dynamic of the older son and the younger son, or even just a son fighting for the throne. That is kind of like what we get in this drama as well. But I think the guy who played the second son, he was a little bit irrelevant, and it's okay. But that is the kind of like the gist of the story, the story in totality. But then there was stories that intertwined into this story as well, like her story, what happened to her, Li Qian, what happened to her story, in her story, her journey, also what happened to him, his mother, his, growing up, why the dynamic is set up the way it is with his father, and him, and why he doesn't want to be, take over for his dad or whatever. And I think that was a pretty interesting dynamic of the way it was written. I feel like the writer kind of like threw us for a loop, because I never thought that the father was a puppeteer in the drama. I knew that there was something going on, but I didn't think that it was that he was the puppeteer and the mastermind of the whole thing, manipulation, all because he wanted his son to be his successor, which every father wants their oldest son to be the successor, but he just didn't want to choose that path. The mother didn't want to choose that path either. So that was a really good scene. The father he was a trash. The emperor, he was trash. And normally we get these trash mothers in these dramas, but this time it was the father that was actually trash. So that was a good dynamic to work on and to see how that developed and see how that played out. I think the stepmother, the evil stepmother child, we always get an evil stepmother. This one was not. Like, I was so ready for her to go. But then there's always a member of the family that is the part of the empress's family, who's always vying for the throne as well. Why is that? I don't understand. But I feel like that needs to be revisited. But they all did a really good job at securing their spots. I really want to give Chen Yu, he needs an award for how he portrayed that character, and because I will not forget this character for a long time, and I think that's the reason why I kind of like watched this drama twice. Some of my favorite scenes was when we kind of like got him, Chen Yu captured him falling in love with the princess. I had known it from the beginning, from the time he had seen her, but it was really good. That was some of my favorite scenes. His passing scene, that was my favorite scene. The scene where they finally did, the magic happened, that was a good scene as well. The fighting scenes, the action scenes were really good. I think that it was enough for us to keep us invested in the movie. Yeah, so you guys drop down in the comments to let me know what you guys thought of this movie. If you watched this drama, what you thought, what was your favorite scene? Drop down in the comments and let me know. Don't forget to continue to subscribe to my channel, like, rate, subscribe to my channel, because we're going to be talking about a bunch of dramas this year. I feel like I have been watching a bunch of dramas recently for quite a long time, and I haven't been doing any reviews, so I just definitely wanted to come on and kickstart more dramas. I think the cinematography in this one was really good. The cinematography was good, I'll say, because there was a lot of lights. It wasn't too dark. We could see everything transpiring. I think the fade-ins and the fade-outs were captured great. I think they focused on some of the scenes, the way they stayed focused on them was enough to be like, oh, okay, it kept me invested, made me want to wait for the next episode to come. So I think they kind of like focused on what they needed to focus on appropriately. all in all, I just really think that this was a really good drama to watch. And I think that's why I watched it twice, like I said before. I think that Chen and Lee, they're great. Their chemistry was really good on screen, but she is a really good actress anyway. No matter what I've seen her in, I feel like she can capture that male. I feel like she can capture the dynamic between the male and the female in the drama and bring it all together, because she's also funny in some instances, so I think they were able to capture that well. He is a little bit serious when he acts, and he's been acting seriously for a long time, but I feel like he was able to kind of like get a little bit playful and a little bit witty in this one as well. Yeah, so I think all in all, I give this drama a 9 out of 10 because I feel like there's some aspects of the drama that could have been developed better. I feel like, yeah, the storyline could have been written a little bit better because there was some things that were said in the storyline that I would not see in a period piece drama. But all in all, I give it a 9 out of 10. Actually, so I feel like you guys should definitely take a look at this drama. If you take a look at the drama, drop that in the comments and let me know what you think, and let me know if you see it, how you feel about the drama. Don't forget to like, rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.